everyone, this is Chronicle. I'm going to talk about this Jaa Frost. Basically, it's Evil Frost. And this guy is from Shin Megami Tensei 3 collaboration. And is a magic attacker. And also you can get this character for free when you clear the panel mission. But then you still require the shards from Gacha and Secret Shop and so beware. And I only master his 2nd and 5th gate. And without the mementos and with the gears everything, his overall status is not really that bad, as the magic attack is about 1.5k and the HP is about 8.5k. Can be even higher when you master his 1st, 4th and 6th gate, but the speed is not really that high, so beware. And then next is the leader skill. For the water units only, all of them will have HP plus 40%, magic attack and strike attack plus 30%. So this leader skill is very good for magic and strike attacker. And then if you master his 3rd gate, this magic attack and strike attack change into 20%, but attack as well all attack 20%. So basically it increases the magic attack by 40%, strike attack by 40% and all of the other attack by 20%. So it's quite a good leader skill. And then next is the main skill. For this first skill, it is a water magic attack with 100% Alchemy freeze. Basically it's a stock status and damage increase on the enemy. So this skill is actually quite good even though it's a single target. And then next is the second skill. It is an aerial water magic attack and damage towards the enemies only and with the probability of Alchemy freeze. And the shooting range is 4 and AoE is a diamond. So basically you can attack multiple enemy, but the Alchemy freeze is not 100%. It's only 50%, so beware. And then next is the third skill. It is an aerial dark magic attack and damage towards the enemies only, and then for the 1 turn, the enemy will have probability of death sentence. And the AoE is a diamond within himself. So basically it's a very powerful skill for PvP, but the problem is, it is probability, so beware. And then next is the 4th skill. It is an area 3 hit water strike attack and damage towards the enemies only, and for the 3 turns, the enemies will have water resistance down. And the shooting range is 3 and the AoE is 2 × 5 rectangle. So the AoE is actually quite big. And then next is the last skill. It is an area non-type magic attack with shooting range of 4 and the AoE is a 3 × 3 square. So basically this skill is very good for those opponents who have high type resistance. And then when you master his 5th gate, this skill changes into the overall skill power increase and damage towards the enemies only, and it added as well for the 3 turns, his all attack increase. And for the AoE, it changes into diamond. So it is quite a good upgrade for the 5th gate. And then next is a side ability. For this first skill, it is an area zip status on the enemies only, and the shooting range is 5 and the AoE is a plus. So this is quite a simple skill and very good for PvPs. And then next is a second skill. When the enemies have zip status, the enemy will have death sentence for 1 turn. It's 100%. And the shooting range is 5 and the AoE is a plus. So basically if you are using this skill first on the enemy, and then after that you use this skill, the enemy will have death sentence on the next turn. So it's quite good for PvP and some of the quests. And then next is the last skill. It recovers all debuff on your allies within the area. And the shooting range is 3 and the AoE is a diamond. So this skill will be quite useful on those stages that enemy keep using the debuff skill on your allies. And then next is the ration ability. When he getting any types of damage, it is a water elemental counter attack with probability of Alchemy freeze, and skill attack can be activated with the shooting range of 2. So this ration ability is suitable for close range attacker than long shooter. And the enemies might have the chances of getting the Alchemy freeze, so it's quite good overall. And then for the next ration ability, when he getting any types of damage, for the 3 turns, his magic attack speed increase and can be stacked 3 times, and skill attack can be activated, and there's no range limit. So depending on the situation, if the enemy is using the long range, you can switch with this ration ability, but if the enemy is using the close range attack, you can use the counter attack. so you can freely switch around with his reaction ability. And then next is a support ability. This passive is when you master his second gate, it added as well all attack up and further increase the magic attack and with the maximum HP increase. So this passive is very good to equip with one of the passive slot. And then for the next passive, it increases his sleep, charm, rage, berserk and stun resistance. So this passive is very good for those enemies keep using this kind of status attack. And then for the next passive is, it increases his poison, silence, stone, healing disable and death sentence resistance. So this passive is also very good for those enemies using this kind of status attack. And then for the next passive, it increases darkness, paralyze, slow, bind, daze, and support disable resistance. So this passive is also quite good as well. So depending on the situation, you can switch around with the passive. And then for the next passive is, from the start of the map for 3 turns, all of the fire elemental attack skill will have reflection towards the enemy. And then after 3 turns, his fire resistance greatly increase, and it is a permanent buff. So basically this passive is very good for those enemies using the fire attack, but it's only for 3 turns for the reflection, so beware. And then for the next passive, from the start of the map for 3 turns, all water elemental attack skill will be absorbed to HP. So if the damage taken is 5k, he will recover his HP by 5k, so it's quite good. And then after the 3 turns, he will have the water resistance greatly up, and it's a permanent buff. So basically this passive is very good for those unit is using water attacking skill. Other than that, it's really nothing much. And then next is Mementos. This Mementos is limited as usual for collaboration, and then it increases his maximum jewel for the basic parameter, and for the group skill, it increases his maximum HP, strong versus a human, and water attack. And then if you max break these Mementos, it added as well skill usage +1. So it is quite good to max break these Mementos if you have these Mementos. And then next is the BJ ability. From the start of the map, his slash resistance, strike resistance, pierce resistance, shooting resistance and jump resistance will be permanent increase until he getting any 3 attacks. So basically this BJ ability is very good, especially for PvP and Arena. But it doesn't increase any magic resistance, so beware. And then if you max break these Mementos, instead of 3 attacks, it becomes 5 attacks, so that the resistance increase will be longer, so it's quite good overall. And then next is the Memento Skier. It is an accessory and only the Shin Megami Tensei character can be equipped, and it increases his HP, speed and water attack, and the rest is not for him. And next is the weapon ability. From the start of the map, all parameter permanent increase and strong versus a demon, but the demon is only applies to Shin Megami Tensei demons, not the original game demons, so beware. And then next is the gears. This free accessory you can get from his ES quest, and it increases his maximum jewel, magic attack and accuracy. So it's very good for Arena and PvP as you can see. And then next is the weapon ability. All your allies within the area will have physical damage reflect towards the enemy for 1 turn, and the AoE is a plus with him himself. So basically right now, this is a new skill added for him. But I guess in future there will be more and more of this kind of skill that reflects the physical damage. And you only can use 1 time, so beware. And then for the next gear, this armor you can get from the gear summon, and it increases his maximum HP, silent resistance and area attack resistance. So overall it's quite good for him, or anything that has increased his maximum HP like HP reject armor or Ultima Muffler. It will be very good for him as well. And then for the next gear, this accessory you can get from Shinmei Mementos, and it increases his maximum speed, stop resistance, critical rate and jewel gain. But then he doesn't need any critical rate since all of his skill doesn't have probability of critical. But at least it increases the stop resistance, so it's quite good. Or any accessory that increases his speed will be good enough. And then next is the Kaigen Lasso. It increases his maximum HP by 15% when you max level, and magic attack for level 5, speed for level 10, accuracy for level 15. and strong versus fire for level 10, Kaigen skill. So the overall upgrade is quite good, especially the accuracy increase. And then next is the runes or seals. I'm equipping him with magic attack up and area attack up. And of course you can switch this into accuracy up or single attack up, yeah, either way. And then with this magic attack, and with this magic attack, and with the master jewel will be good for him. And the rest will be anything you like. Okay, next is, I'm going to test him out at the training arena. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's check his status first. With this Leer skill, it increased his HP quite a lot, and the rest is the same. And with the magic attack and strike attack. And then let's see the normal attack first. Okay, about 3k and 3.6k. And how about this first skill? Ooh, not bad. And with the 100% Alchemy freeze. And how about this one? About 6k and 8k. And this one? Okay, 5k for the non-weakness and 6k for the weakness. And with the death sentence 30%. So it's not really that high, but then if the enemy gets the death sentence, it will be 1 turn. And how about this skill? Okay, about 5k and 6.6k. And the AoE is this big. And how about the last skill, this one? About 5k and 6k. Okay, next is, if the opponent has water resistance down, let's see the overall damage increase by how much. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's check the normal attack first. About 3.7k and 4.3k. How about this skill? About 10k and 12k. And this one, 8k and near 10k. And then this one, about 6k and 7.5k. Okay, next is I'm going to use this skill and increase his all attack, and let's see the overall damage increase by how much with this. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's see the normal attack first. Increase some bit and okay, about 5k. And how about this skill? About 12k and 14k. Not bad. And this one, about 9k and 11111. Nice number. And how about this skill? About 7k and 8k. And this one, 7k and 9k. And lastly this one, about 8k and 9k. Okay. Okay, next is I'm going to activate his reaction ability that increase his magic attack, and let's see the overall damage increase by how much with everything. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's check the status first. Okay, the magic attack is about 3k and the speed is about 200. Overall is not bad. And let's see the normal attack first. Oh, 10k and 11.5k, quite high. And how about this skill? Ooh, 26k and 31k. And how about this skill? 20k and 24k. And this one, 15k and 17k. And this one, 16k and 20k. Okay. Lastly, this one, 18k and 20k. Okay, not bad. So conclusion is, he's quite specialized in PvP and arena than anything, but of course you also can use him for the hell quest and raid boss, either way. And then second thing is, he can use the Alchemist freeze to freeze the enemy so that you have the advantage, as well as you also can use the death sentence on the enemy. Yeah, especially it's a 1 turn. And third thing is, I think the Mementos is a compulsory, if you ask me, if you really want to use him, thanks to the BG ability that increase all of the resistance, except for the magic attack, so that at least you can withstand the enemy's attack from any type of attack, except for magic. And of course he's also very good against the water and fire unit thanks to the passive. And then with the best status resistance, depending on which passive you equip. And other than that, he also can use a physical damage with frag, so it's quite good overall. So I guess that's all about this Jaaku Frost. Thank you for watching this video. If you guys got any question about him, please comment. See ya, sayonara.